What the lobby for a second?
I gotta stay near the middle.
I think we're swapping sides.
Hey?
I think we're
Oh,
swapping sides.
you had the prime center ice spot, so that's a huge difference. Oh.
Send it to them. Did you send it to the group? Okay, yeah. I can stop this and I'll text it to somebody else. Glenn, can you be on? Yeah, so I'm going to text it to you. I'll text it to Jeremy and Edward. And you can send it to you. Put it in WhatsApp here. Where that wet drop? Yeah, it's sometimes you want to put that in you're on delay there. Okay.
All right, here we go. We're about to get underway. This exhibition game against our U16 AA GCRA Devils and U16 AA Nepean Ravens. Looks like we're playing with one referee tonight. Ravens are going to start with the ring. A lot of crowd noise in here, very small rink, so hopefully you can hear me. Off the free ring. Ravens move it up. Pass is deflected, but still connects. Ravens trying to set up a cycle. Behind the net. Coming back up the boards, out to the middle. Back pass. Trailer play, shot right on, save. That's Quinn in nets. Quinn passes it out. Devils moving it up. Over the blue line to the neutral zone. Into Nepean's end. Back pass was, nobody was there. There's a breakaway for Nepean. Off the bench. Shot saved by Quinn. Beautiful stop on that breakaway. Ravens were making a change and the player stuck on the ice there right in behind the play. And referee doesn't like that ring, so I guess we're getting a new ring. We're going to get a free ring to the right of Quinn. Ravens pass it out of the circle to the boards. They lose possession though. Devils circle behind their net. Cutting out front. One move and she goes down but makes the pass up through the neutral zone. Devils dump it in. Ravens on it first. Behind the net. Ravens moving it up now. Up through the neutral zone. That pass connects. But she can't make a pass into the Devils' end. Two players collide there. Devils gain possession. Up through center ice. Pass into the Ravens' end. That connects. One-on-one here. In on goal. Scores! What a beautiful shot. I wish I knew the players' names, but that was one-on-one. She made a move to get past the defense and then deked the goalie. Put it top corner. So 1.5 minutes into the game, we got a 1-0 lead for the Devils. There'll be a free ring at center ice. Looks like the ref didn't like that ring either, so another new ring.
Go Ravens!
Ravens from center ice. They pass it out of the circle. Up to the blue line. They make a pass down the boards. That's intercepted. Devils, cross ice, defense to defense. Then out to neutral zone, but the Ravens intercept. Ravens now, they get into the Devils' end. Cutting towards the net, shot right on from distance. Quinn made that save. Quinn takes the pass out to her defense, but it was bobbled. Two players battling in the corner there, and the ring is pinned, so they're going to give it a goalie ring. Quinn gets the ring. Makes the toss. Oh, two players go down, their feet got tangled up. Ravens come away with the ring. Cutting towards the net, shot blocked. Ravens now with possession, they're making changes. Ravens cycling to the middle, back pass, that's knocked away. Good defensive play. Ravens pick up the loose ring though. Cutting across the middle, no shot. Back pass, coming the other way, across the middle. Back pass out, over the ringette line, Devils intercept. They can't control it though, and now they get it back. Devils defense going back behind their net. Oh, they lose possession. Ravens jump on the loose ring. Ravens moving out to the middle, pass across, that was behind the player. On the boards, Ravens pick it up, heading towards the middle. Pass across. Couldn't stab that one. Fighting for a loose ring there. Devils, no, still no one. Now Devils gain possession. But Ravens steal it right back. Ravens moving around behind the net. Out to the middle. Cutting across, back pass. Takes a backhand shot right on, and Quinn makes that save. Quinn throws it out to her defense. Defense cuts back. Trying to make a move to get out of the end here, but now they do. Pass up to center ice. Devils pass over the blue line to the middle. Oh, they tried to make a back pass and they were changing, so nobody was there. Now the players battling for a loose ring. Still battling. Devils come away with it. Moving towards the net. Shot right on. Save. Ravens in the behind the goal line. Now behind the net. Skating it up. Oh, that was, yeah, pass was grabbed right before the blue line and then dragged over, so that's a both sides call. 12 minutes to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Devils. Free ring coming up to the right of the Nepean goalie. Devils from the circle. They pass it out down low. Trying to skate below the goal line, behind the net. Coming out around, trying to get to the middle. She's blocked. Passes it. Pass to the middle. That didn't connect. Devils on it though first. Cutting towards the net. Back pass. Beautiful pass. Scores! Beautiful goal. I believe that might have been Olivia Thomas making that cut move and then back pass down low. And a shot right up off the goalie's chest protector into the top corner. 2-0 Devils. 11 minutes 41 seconds to go in the first. Ravens now from center. They pass it out of the circle to the right. Moving in. Cutting across the blue line. No one to pass it to. Drops it off. That pass makes it through. Heading towards the net. Cut off. Pass through the crease. Devils knocked it. It's in along the boards in the corner. Ravens come away with it, trying to cut towards the net. They take a shot. That one stopped. Now coming out. Tried to pass along the ringette line. That got blocked. Devils with possession now. They send it up off the boards into the neutral zone. Devils come away with it. Ring sent to the near boards. Players are going to battle for it along the boards. Still no one with possession. Someone almost stepped on it. Devils get it now, but lose it. Now Nepean comes away with it. Whoa. Two players trying to come together there, and no one the worse for wear. Ravens get it into the zone. Here's the Ravens cutting to the middle, and they take a shot top corner, and that's a goal. Ravens able to split the D and cut right in the middle there and take a shot top corner. 2-1 Devils. 10 minutes 33 seconds to go in the first. Devils are going to take it at center ice. They pass it out of the circle. They move it in along the boards. Still with possession. They're going to move towards the middle. Trying to get in for a clear shot. No clear shot, so she's going to cycle around behind the net. Coming back around. Cutting across the middle. Back pass. There's a shot. Low. That one stopped. Ravens goalie sends it out front. Now up through the middle. Dumped into the Devils' end, but Devils on it first. They get it out to the neutral zone. Ravens on it though first. Ravens into the Devils' end. Down along the boards. Going behind the net. Ravens are going to come out front. Drop pass. Going the other way behind the net. Coming up along the boards. Down across the ringette line. Shot. I think Quinn got a piece of that and knocked it over the net. Devils on the loose ring. Two Ravens on her though. They come away with the ring. Heading towards the net. No shot though. She turns back. Heading back towards the middle. Trying to cut in. She shoots. Right on goal. Stopped by Quinn. Quinn tosses it. Devils defense on it first. They pass it D to D. And now skating it up to the neutral zone. Devils on it. They just send it in deep. They're going to try and get there first. And Ravens get it first. Ravens behind their own net. They're going to skate up. Just going to look for someone. Sends it up the boards. In the neutral zone, Devils intercept. And it gets not over the blue line. Ravens jump on it. Devils get it back though. Devils now send it in over the blue line. Chasing it into the corner. Devils have possession. Skating behind the net. Moving out front. Tried to drop it. Hit a Raven stick. Ravens get possession. Ravens now moving it up through the neutral zone. That goes off two players. Devils defense, grab it. They send it up. They're passed into the Ravens end. Still with possession. They cut back. Looking for someone to pass to. Drop pass. Towards the middle. Shot clock about to go off. Ravens get possession. Devils trying to steal it back. They do. Devils now. Ooh, they get intercepted at the blue line. Devils on it now at center ice. Pass in. Ooh, at the blue line, yep. She touched it on the neutral zone side of the blue line and then touched it on the other side, so it'll be Nepean ring at center ice. Seven minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first. Ravens from center ice, pass it out. Moving up to the blue line, cutting across. Pass in. Ravens with possession. Skating behind the net. Back pass, back out front the other way. Pass didn't connect at first, but they've got it now. Sending it across. Big save by Quinn, pad save. They had the cross crease pass with an open net, but Devils defense able to get over there and cut that off before the player could take a shot. Ravens now, skating down behind the net. Coming up. Back pass, didn't connect. Devils have it. Devils trying to skate it up. Cut back. Looking for someone to pass it to. Now into the center ice area. Devils on it. Bank pass off the boards. Nepean on it first though. Nepean behind their own net, skating up ice. They get it to the neutral zone. That one, I thought that would have been both sides. Now the Ravens have it. Partial breakaway. Defense coming back. Beautiful move. Devils defense forcing the Ravens player to stay to the outside and could only get a shot in tight. Quinn now with the ring in her crease. She dumps it behind the net. Devils moving it out. Into the neutral zone. Pass over the blue line. Oh, to the side that the player wasn't looking at. Nepean now at center ice. Nepean into the Devils' end. They send the ring far corner. Nepean on it first. Ravens now making changes. That pass goes off a leg out into the neutral zone. Devils on it. Devils turn it up the other way. Pass over the blue line. Devils skating down around the boards. They're making changes. Bound behind the net. Up these boards. To the middle. Back pass. Oh, that one had potential, but Ravens player got her skate in the way. Devils now moving in. Another back pass across. That didn't connect, but Devils on it first. Shot clock about to go off. They just send it into the crease from behind the net. Ravens goalie sends it up the middle of the ice into neutral zone. Trying to do the give and go, but Devils intercepted that. They send it into the Ravens end. This is a two-line pass. Ravens get on it. They move behind their own net. Ravens send it up. That's going to be a two-line pass. Devils on it. Oh, they lose possession though. Ravens now skating behind the net. To the middle. Along the ringette line. Shot. Oh, beautiful goal. Shot against the grain there. Skating one way, shot it back the other way. Found the far corner low. Ravens tie it up now 2-2. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first period. So Devils get the ring at center ice now. They pass it out. Send that ring in deep along the boards. They're looking for a pass right to the middle. There's a low shot. Right in the middle though, saved by the goalie. Ravens move it out. Out to center ice. Pass into the near side. Shot. That goes off a stick. That almost dribbled down into the net, but went right over. Ravens along the boards. They're making changes. They drop it off. Ravens skate behind the net. They're going to come out front. Back pass. That didn't connect, but Ravens are going to be on it first. Behind the Devils net. Coming up the boards the other way. Trying to cut to the net. That shot attempt hit a leg and dribbled just past the far post. Devils passing it D to D behind the net. Trying to find an outlet. They send it up to the blue line. Into the neutral zone. That goes through the open ice into the Ravens end. Back out to the neutral zone. At center ice now. They pass it into the Devils end. Pass across. That pass missed. Devils on it first, but two Ravens players swarming. And that's going to be a Ravens ring. Stopping momentum. So Ravens with the ring. They pass it out of the circle. Along the boards. Skating in behind the net. Up out the other side. Cutting across the middle. Back pass to the trailer. Shot right on. Saved by Quinn. Quinn's trying to find an outlet. She just throws it up the middle. Devils on it. Out to the neutral zone. Ravens gain possession though. Ravens. It's swarmed. GCRA on it now. Devils trying to get it. They do. They lose it. Then on it again. Devils now cutting to the middle. There's an opening. Shot. Oh, the goalie didn't move, but it went wide. Behind the net now. Devils on it. Devils trying to get it out to the middle. Skating across. Back pass. Oh, that almost went to the Ravens player, but she was on the other side of the ringette line. Couldn't touch it. Here's the Devils now. Turning back. Back pass. They're going off for changes. Trying to get a shot away. That shot goes wide. Shot clock about to run out. Nepean gets possession. They send it back to their own goalie. So goalie ring. Toss down low and GCRA intercepts. GCRA now moving across to the middle. Skating around. Setting up a cycle. Tried to send a pass out right through the crease. Goalie got her stick in the way. Nepean on it now. Ravens moving it up the far boards. They send it to the neutral zone. Looking for someone to pass it to. Both players are cut off by some great GCRA coverage. Ravens get it into the Devils' end. Along the boards. Pass to the middle. Moving towards the middle again. Pass to the far side. Oh, loses possession. Gets it back. Sends a shot in off Quinn's pad. Devils have it now, coming up their own near boards. They send it up to the neutral zone, but that pass missed. Ravens player on it. Penalty coming up. GCRA. Ravens with possession. Ravens setting up a 4-in box. Pass across, up high, shot way over the net. Ring to the near boards now. From the high box over to the other side. Shot right on, they score! With the delayed penalty, Ravens were 4 in. They set up their box and got a shot. 3-2 Ravens now. 33 seconds to go in the first period. Devils will take the ring at center ice. They pass it out of the circle. Moving up to the blue line. Turn back. Tried to send a pass in to the waiting player below the goal line. That was blocked. Play at center ice. Intercepted. Ring was under. Possession's going to GCRA. Devils ring at center ice. 14.2 seconds to go. They pass the ring out of circle. Looking for a pass. They send it in deep, into the corner, below the goal line. And try and jump on it. 5 seconds to go. They're just going to tie up the play and not let anything happen, and that'll do it for the first period. So the score after one period, Nepean Ravens 3, GCRA Devils 2. I'm going to mute it for now, and we'll come back when the second period's ready to go. All right, second period about to get underway here. So first period we had 16 minutes on the board. Now we have 18 minutes for a second period. Probably just to maximize the curfew time, but we'll see how far we get with stop time. From center ice, Devils pass it out of the circle. That's a dump in down the boards. GCRA to the middle. Oh, that pass didn't connect. That could have been dangerous. Ravens on it. Oh, intercepted though. Oh, they lose possession though. Ravens get it back. Ravens moving it up now to the neutral zone. Ravens pass in. That pass didn't connect. To the boards. Ravens on it first. Ravens cycling. Coming to the middle. There's a pick set up. Tried to pass it back, and that was off a Devil skate. Now the Devils in center ice. Oh. Fell, lost possession. Ravens on it. I'm not sure if that wasn't a trip, but no call. Ravens now skating behind the net. Coming up the far boards. Drop pass. Cutting to the middle. Shot. Saved by Audra. Beautiful glove save. That shot was labeled for the far post. GCRA fighting for it now at center ice. Ravens come away with it again. Ravens moving it in. That passed a little too far ahead, but they're going to get on it first. Along the boards. Ravens being pinned, and they lose possession. Devils now coming up. Pass through to the neutral zone. That was probably both sides there, but again, one ref not seeing everything. Nepean now back pass and intercepted. This is Olivia Thomas. She shoots it right on. Goalie makes the save. And 4 in or crease. I'm not sure what the call was, but either way, Devils possession. So Devils will get it. Free ring to the left of the Ravens goalie. From the circle, they pass it out to the boards. Skating towards the middle. Met there by Nepean, but maintaining possession. Devils being chased down. They get it in over the ringette line, now circling behind the net. Coming up the other side, pass to the middle. That didn't connect. That's on it, under a skate there. Devils get another free ring.
That big?
Devils from the circle. They pass it out to the boards. She turns back up to the ringette line. Blocked by Nepean defenders. Back pass though. There's a shot. It's easily stopped. Ravens goalie looking for someone to dump it off to, and that's 5 seconds. So Devils will get another possession. Same spot. Third time's a charm maybe. Let's see what can happen here. Devils pass it out of the circle. Heading towards the net. Cutting across the middle. Back pass. That didn't connect. Intercepted by the Ravens defense. Ravens trying to move it up the boards. They're getting met by Devils players. Devils intercept. Here's a partial breakaway. Shot, score! What a move! Single-handedly intercepted the Ravens pass and then went in on a breakaway and put it into the low corner, deking out the goalie. So that's a tie game now, 3-3. 15 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the second. Here we go from center ice. Ravens pass out of the circle. They're looking for someone to pass it to. They head along the blue line, pass it to the boards. Devils intercept, but can't maintain possession. Now they've got it. Devils moving up to center ice. Devils dump it in. They're on it first along the boards. Heading towards the net, turning along the ringette line. Back pass. Looking for a shooting lane, but none there. Moving across the ringette line. Pass to the middle. Pass connected, but Ravens there checking that stick hard, and they take over. They move it up to center ice. Ravens pass it over the blue line. Cutting in on goal. Oh, a shot against the grain. That fooled Audra. Audra now in nets for the Devils for the second period. 4-3 Ravens. 14 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Devils from center ice. They pass it out of the circle. They send a pass in deep. They turn back, coming up towards the middle. Pass across. That went off a stick. Ravens take over, moving it up out of their own zone into center ice area. Looking for someone to pass it to. They get it into the Devils' end, but a little too far. They do get possession though. Pass across. Here's a shot. Audra comes across, makes the save. She drops it behind her goal line. Intercepted. Ravens now. Low shot. Audra slides across and gets that with her pad. Ravens now to the middle. Cutting into the middle. That shot goes off the Devils' skate. They pass it out to the middle in the neutral zone now. Devils flip one high into the zone. That's gloved ahead into the neutral area. Ravens pass it into the Devils' end. Skating behind the net. Coming up the far boards towards the ringette line. Drop pass. Shot from distance. Audra gloves that down. Devils on the rebound. Devils pass it across. Ooh, player skates in through the legs there. Ravens on it first. Ravens cutting to the middle. That shot went wide. Ravens now again in with possession in the middle. Shot from very tight along the ice. Audra was there. Devils now trying to get it out of their end. Turn back again. Two Ravens on her. Ravens intercept. Devils defense looks tired. Ravens with possession, but they lose it. Devils on it now. They pass it up to the neutral zone. Into the Ravens' ends. Cutting to the middle. Pass across. One-timer. And Ravens goalie gets across in time to make that stop. Ravens now. Out of their end. Into the neutral zone. Being checked. Ravens still with it, not into the zone yet. Now it's in. Back out. Ravens with it in the neutral zone. They pass it in over the blue line. Losing possession though, pinned up against the boards. We're going to get a penalty here. That's going to be a boarding call. So Nepean will have possession. Free ring to the right of Audra. 12 minutes, 14 seconds left in the second period. 4-3 Ravens. Ravens from the circle. They pass it over to the boards. Skating towards the net. Turning back. Along the boards. Across the ringette line. Thanks. Pass across to the middle. Shot goes off a stick and dribbles to the crease. Audra picks it up. Audra dumps it behind the net. That's Katie Reese skating up with it. Into the neutral zone. Devils into the Nepean end with possession. Turning back. Oh, losing the ring though. Ravens pick it up. They make a pass to the middle. That pass was behind, but they pick it up. Pass over into the Devils end. Ravens moving towards the net. Shot, I don't know if Audra made a save or if that was wide, but it goes to the boards. And we're going to get a Nepean penalty now here. Another boarding call. So teams will be 4-on-4 for 1:15. Trading boarding penalties. Devils will get the ring though in the Nepean end. Devils pass it out of the circle, along the boards, skating in behind the net, coming up the far side to the middle, looking for a shooting lane, drop pass. Devils have possession. Again, skating in behind the net, coming up the far boards, cutting to the middle, tries to shoot it, hits a skate. Ravens come away with it. They pass it up through the neutral zone. Pass didn't connect. It was 2-on-1. They had an opportunity. Devils defense gets pinned against the boards, but they make the cross ice pass D to D out to the neutral zone. Nepean on it first. Nepean passes it into the Devils end, but pass couldn't connect. Devils put it back out to the neutral zone. They're moving it into the Devils end, or the Ravens end. Player didn't see that pass coming. Ravens now. Coming up the boards into the neutral zone. Center ice, pass cross ice. They pass it into the Devils end. Cutting towards the net. Shot, that's deflected. Didn't make it to the net. Devils have it. Devils up to the neutral zone. Devils penalty is over. They're now on a 40-second power play, but Ravens have possession. Ravens in the Devils end. Cross ice pass, that was behind the player. Ravens get it though, heading to the middle. Cycling around, behind the net. Drop pass below the goal line, sending it back behind the net the other way. Coming up the boards. Heading to the middle. Stick check, gets the ring back. Shot, that hits a skate. Devils get possession now. Devils to the neutral zone. They're getting into the Ravens end. Down below the goal line, behind the net. Coming up the far boards. Heading towards the middle. Towards the middle, cutting to the towards the net, but lost possession. Ravens now. They send it up to neutral ice. Ravens into the Devils end. 2-on-2, trying to cut towards the net, but not allowed to get through. Behind the net now. They're coming up the near boards, heading towards the middle. Pass across. Back to the middle. Pass across again, looking for a shot. Just high over the crossbar. Devils along the boards. Back D to D pass behind the net. That rings up on edge. They're having trouble stabbing it. Nepean has it. Devils get it back now. That ring's just dumped towards the blue line. They're going to get on it first, out to the neutral zone. Nepean on it first. They pass it back in. Here's a shot. Shot high up over the net. Devils on it, far boards. Up to the neutral zone. looking for a pass off the far boards. Devils heading towards the net, turning back, waiting for a change. Back pass, cutting towards the net, to the middle. She loses her footing. Shot attempt, that hits a Raven leg. Ravens back up to the middle. That was carried over the line, but no call that way, so shot, that goes wide. Ravens with possession, heading towards the middle, drop pass. No shot, pass down low. Ravens heading back towards the middle. Pass back, trying to cut towards the net, but no shot. Behind the net, trying to cycle. Drop pass to the middle, shot, right on, Audra's got it. Audra looking to dump it off, she just puts it behind the net. Devils now skating out, they lose possession. We have foot in the crease, it looks like. They're sending it back to the goalie. Audra with it, looking for someone to dump it to. She sends it to the boards. D-to-D pass, coming up the middle. Stopping up at the blue line and missed that one. Ravens back into the Devils' end, but that's knocked away. Devils on it first. Devils out to the neutral zone. That pass attempt goes off a skate. And here come the Ravens. They have a break, moving in with speed behind the net. Cycling back out around. Drop pass, back behind the net the other way. Ravens coming back out front. Around towards the middle, trying to cut in. That shot attempt hits a skate. Devils on it. Devils in the corner. Oh, that's checked off their stick. Ravens in it, take it over. Behind the net. Coming up the far boards. Heading towards the middle. Back pass attempt, that hits a skate. Devils on it, looking for an outlet pass. Turning back again, D-to-D pass. They need to find some way to get it out of the zone. Here we go. Pass to the neutral zone. Players met at the boards there. 2 sticks on that ring, and Nepean is going to get possession. This will be at center ice. 6 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the second period. Still 4-3 Ravens. From center ice, Ravens pass it out of the circle. Ravens turning at the blue line, skating across. They pass it in along the boards, going behind the net. Coming out the other side, skating across the middle along the ringette line. That's intercepted, but Nepean gets it back to the middle. Shot never got through. That hit the Devils defense. Ravens now again behind the net. Coming out the other side at the ringette line, going across. Turns back again. Shot, high, just missed the top corner. Devils on it. They try to make a pass, their player goes down. Ravens on it. Back pass didn't connect though, a little too far behind her. Devils dump it in. Ravens on it first. Ravens in their own end, up to the neutral zone. Ravens pass into the Devils' end. She's all by herself though, they're making changes. Skates behind the net. Here come the reinforcements. Drop pass, cuts to the net. Ooh, got very in close, just shot it wide. Behind the net now, Ravens come out with it. Shot from the middle. That's a big blocker save by Audra. I wasn't sure where it was for a second there, but she stopped it. Devils now behind their own net being attacked. Ring taken off their stick. Now behind the net. Coming out the other side. Coming along the ringette line. She falls. Pass attempt. Ravens get it. Drop pass. Skating behind the net. Pass to the middle. Shot as she was falling. I think Audra got a piece of that one too. Here we go, GCRA behind the net. GCRA trying to get it out of their end. Pass up to the neutral zone. GCRA still with possession, into the Ravens' end. Along the boards. Skating behind the net. Cutting out in front. Nice cut out in front. Shot was saved. 2 GCRA players trying to get possession. Ravens come away with it though. Ravens trying to get it out of their end now. Out to the neutral zone. Ravens pass it in. They dump it in deep. They're on it first. In the corner. Met there by GCRA, but skating out around. Coming out front. Shot. That one deflected, but Audra was able to get her blocker on that again. Ravens pass across. Heading towards the middle. Drop pass. Cutting in. Shot. That missed. Ravens behind the net now. Or GCRA, sorry. Devils. Devils trying to come out. Devils. Bank pass into the neutral zone. All kinds of players there. Oh, we're going to get a hooking call here. Ravens heading towards the middle. Delayed penalty coming up. It's going to be 4 in. Ravens pass it across. They've set up their box. Down low. Back up to the top. Pass across. Down low. Back up to the top. Pass across. Shot. That goes high. From down low. All right. Devils got possession, so that called the penalty. Is she... Well, it's a good thing the player knows who's going off. The ref's not going to go tell them, so. 2 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the second period. Ravens on a power play. They pass it out of the circle. Skating behind the net. Coming out the other side. Heading across the ringette line. Pass. That comes out of the zone. There's a pass. Skating to the middle. Trying to cut in, but forced to the outside behind the net. Cutting in close. Back pass. Cutting right to the middle of the net. That's another save. Ravens on it in the corner, but 2 GCRA players attacking. They come away with it. Devils now. Devils looking for an outlet pass. Turn back. Sent into the neutral zone, but intercepted. Ravens now. Trying to cut to the net. Shot off a skate. Ravens on it first. Heading to the middle. Pass down low. That pass didn't quite get there. Ring trickled into the crease. Audra, her throw was intercepted, but Devils on it. Ravens passed and no one was there. Ravens send it in. Devils on it. They're met there though. Pass across. Devils now stopped at the blue line. They just dump it in, relieve the pressure. They're going to make changes. 1 minute to go. Ravens behind in their own net. Skating it up to the blue line. Pass to the neutral zone. Into the Devils' end. Ravens down low. They're going to skate behind the net. 20 seconds to go on the power play. That pass out front went to no one, but Devils couldn't pick up that ring, and Ravens are on it. Now the Devils finally get it back. They're moving up. Pass deflected. Ravens along the boards. They send it across into the zone. Attempt to get through to the middle was blocked. Bouncing ring, nobody can stab it. Now the Devils come away with it. Devils pass up to the neutral zone. Devils into the Ravens' end, but couldn't maintain possession. Ravens turn it back in the neutral zone. 2 players almost collide there. And that'll do it. Close game. Final score. Ravens 4, Devils 3. Pretty good game, pretty fast paced. Looks like both teams probably had all their players playing spring teams non-stop. Didn't look like any rusty legs out there at all. All right, players will shake hands at center ice. We'll see you at the next one.